Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of TooHealthTalk, a show we get to break down each health challenge in a very simple and honest conversation. On today's episode, we have a very special guest, one of the finest doctors out there, Dr. Emmanuella Jones. How are you doing, doctor? Why are you laughing? You're one of the finest doctors out there now.
I'm not now, because there are many other doctors out there that are fine. Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, you're welcome. So today's topic is a very sensitive one. But before we go, please, for you to support what we're doing here, like, share, and subscribe, and share this video. Please, I'm begging. For you to see more doctors, more finer doctors like Dr. Emanuela, please help us, help our life. Subscribe to this channel, like, and share this video. On today's episode, we're talking about a very sensitive topic. And, this is a topic nobody likes to talk about, which is low sperm count. Like, so many people think, oh, when there's fertility issues, is the woman's problem. Like, oh, the problem is from the woman, mostly coming from Africa. Even I think in general, most people think when, like, in a marriage setting now, if there's no baby, the problem is from the woman. So now, based on like what I've researched I've done, I know up to 70% of fertility like consign or the problem is coming from the man. So generally, I want you to give me like or give the viewers a breakdown of how childbirth works, like giving birth or fertility works.
So it's basically, I'll try to put it in layman's English. What happens is there's contribution from both the man and the woman. So the man produces the sperm and then the woman produces the egg. So there is the process of fertilization. That's the coming of the sperm and the egg. And then to bring forth a baby. So you can see that from the onset is a 50-50 thing. If there's no sperm, there's no fertilization. If there's no ovary, there's no fertilization. So that's what it is really in layman's English. Then there's a whole lot of biological processes that is involved with the like with how the sperm gets to the ovary and then how the ovary, it's just a whole lot. But in layman's English, there needs to be a sperm and an ovary that will be fertilized, that comes together, and then a child is born.
Yeah. So now, when it comes to fertility issues, like what is the leading cause of fertility issues?
So I would start with there are different contributing factors. So there's the male contributing factor, there's the female contributing factor, there's the combined contributing factor, and then there's just the idiopathic. We just don't know what the cause is. So I wouldn't say there really is a leading cause, but what I can say is the for someone not to be able to bear a child, there is a problem. Either that problem cannot be identified, or either the problem is from the man or from the woman. So there really isn't like leading. Do you understand? And it's good we understand that everybody has a role to play, both the man, both the woman, the environment, interaction with the environment as well. So there really isn't. You can only look at it from, okay, for the women, what is the leading? For the men, what is the leading? Yeah.
So now I've heard so much about those low sperm counts. So what is the real definition in a layman language? What is low sperm count? When a man is having issues of low sperm count.
Okay. So it's quite a common term, low sperm count, because for men, the commonest cause of male infertility is sperm abnormality. So, and it's not just about the count, but I would answer your question to say that science has proved that a man that has less than 15 million sperms in his semen, all right, is said to have oligospermia, that is low sperm, the low sperm count in quote and unquote. There is expected amount of normal sperm that is expected in a specific amount of semen. So if it's less than 15 million, then that man, less than 15 million in 1 mil rather, less than 15 million in 1 mil of semen, then that man has oligospermia. And then if it is less than 39 million in the total volume of the semen, then it is low sperm count. And the total volume that is expected should be at least 2 mil. All right, it can be higher than that, but at least 2 mil. So if a man is having less than 39 million, all right, in 2 mils, we would say he has oligospermia. And or if he's having less than 15 million in 1 mil of that, then we would comfortably say that he does have oligospermia.
So now when it comes to fertility now, why is it that Nigerian men get to accuse the woman more of fertility issues, of not having a child, Why is it that way?
I would say it comes from a place of ignorance. All right. The issue is the lady or the woman rather has a longer time of interaction with the child. All right. So to speak, she carries the child for 9 months. And you remember what I said initially, there's a coming of the man and the woman. That is the role the man plays, all right, to produce his sperm. But then the woman interacts with the child like for a longer period of time. So that is why in our society, especially in Nigeria or sub-Saharan Africa in general, just because there's a longer interaction time of the woman with the child, it's just assumed that she plays more role or she contributes more to the conception of that child. But remember, initially, it's a man and a woman that has to come together. So it's just ignorance, to be very honest. It's they just feel like the lady spends more time with the child, so she has more role to play. But that really isn't it. If there wasn't a sperm in the beginning, there won't be any child. So really, I would say it's just ignorance, and because of the amount of time the child interacts with the mother, that's why really.
So yeah, now I'm saying that if a woman is having fertility issues, she should check the man also.
How infertility is addressed in hospitals is that the couple is seen together. That's the right way to address infertility. So it shouldn't be the man staying at home to say, "Oh yeah, go to the hospital. You can't have a child, or we have been trying, go to the hospital." No, it should be both individuals, because it really science has told us that the man if the man has the problem, it is equal proportion with the woman. When it, at least for us, epidemiology for us in Africa here, the male contributing factor to infertility is 30%. The female contributing factor to infertility is 30%. So it's equal. So the woman can be as at fault as much as the man can be. So it really could be either of individuals, because both of them have the same percentile contributing to infertility. So they should be evaluated as a couple. So it shouldn't be the man going one day and then the woman going another day. They are evaluated together, questions are asked together, contributions are made together, and then diagnosis of infertility is made. So really, that's how it works. So it's not about, oh, the woman, we can't have a child, go to the hospital and see what's wrong with you. It really could be the man's fault
Most
as
times,
much as it could be the
most times
woman's
it might be the
fault.
man's fault or the woman's fault.
It's equal. The
Like okay,
proportion
so,
is equal.
like you've been in the field for a longer time to know that most times we used to have this problem. Is it the men that has this problem or the women? Because sometimes it might be the PR that, oh, it's women, she's not fruitful.
Yeah.
So we used to have this problem the most. Is it the men or the women?
Um, from my experience, I would say for us here, the females usually
Wow.
have the issue. All right. But science has shown us with research, all right, it's good evident data that the man contributes to. All right. So, but from my personal experience, I'm only speaking from a personal experience. All right. Usually, after several gynecological, but it's just that in the hospital setting, they are evaluated together. All right. But after we have clocked and we have interacted, we have done evaluations, I won't say most times. I would say a good amount of times. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say most times. I would say a good amount of times the woman, having to sort out a few like issues, maybe hormonal balance and all of those would take care of
So
infertility.
Nigerian men have a good sperm now.
No. No, that's because that's the wrong mentality. Having like playing the blame game is the wrong mentality to approaching infertility. It shouldn't be about, oh, you have low sperm count, or oh, your womb cannot carry a child. It should be like the case here is infertility. We can't bear a child. So let's go to the hospital and find out what the real issue is. And even if at the end of the day it is you, the man, that has the issue, I should be able to support you as a wife through the whole process, because we have a goal to bear a child. So the blame game, that is the problem. Blaming, trying to find who the problem is. No, that's not the way infertility should be approached. It should be approached as the goal is to bear a child. If the doctor says the problem is coming from me after evaluation, I would support you through it. If the doctor says it's coming from me after evaluation, I should be able to support you through it as well. So it really shouldn't be about the blame game. That's the problem we are having, trying to look for who the fault is. Because you finding out who the fault is, what does that do? It doesn't solve. Okay, what it does is that it gives you a head start. But if there's no support, this woman is still going to go under some kind of psychological stress. it will still result in her not being able to bear a child because of hormonal imbalance. Do you understand? So I think we should change that mentality of trying to find out who the fault is just so we can push blame. No, finding out who the fault is so that we can address the issue. Really, that's what I would say.
Oh, so now when it comes to like lifestyle measures, like what's the biggest mistake that men make that gets to affect their sperm?
It's a couple of things actually, because the thing is that health is diversified, all right. And when it comes to male infertility, there are a couple of things that men do that can affect their sperm count. I would start from the basic one. Wearing tight fitted clothes, all right, or tight underwears. There's a reason why the male body is created the way it's created, because God created the human body so the human can function at optimal level. If you Obviously you're a man, so every other man out there every other man out there knows that the testicles are outside of the body, and they are like that for a reason. It's because the testicles function optimally at a slightly lower temperature than that of the body. So that's why they need to be outside so that they can be cooler, because the environment outside is cooler. So that's why men actually, what did you think it was?
He said outside, like we should not wear clothes.
No, I'm saying your testicles are not inside your body. Yeah, they are outside, and they are outside for a reason. All right. So the thing is that if you put on tight, all them skinny jeans in the name of fashion, all them tight underwears in the name of fashion, you're bringing the testicles closer to the body. You're compressing it. All right, bringing it closer to that temperature that it cannot really function at its optimal best. All right, so just wear something nice, good. You don't have to shrink the whole thing because your what is fashion. No, there's a reason why it's like that. There's a reason why God made the testicles outside. It needs a fairly cool environment.
It's not all that know the meaning of testicles.
Huh?
It's not a lot of people that will know the medical
Oh,
terms you are using
what would I say? Balls.
or mouth.
No. Oh, what do they call manhood? I don't even know, man. But I would balls or what? What do you call it? What are other terms? Please help me. I don't know.
It's mouth now.
No, I'm talking about testicles in particular. Okay, I feel like they will know what balls are.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. But testicles for medical term. But yeah, the things that dangle outside of your body, those are your testicles.
Wow. So like when it comes to obesity for men, does that also affect their reproductive health?
Yes. Obesity affects health in general, not just about reproduction, but we would streamline to what we are talking about today. So for men that have higher body mass index, what happens is that the adipose tissues have in them an enzyme called aromatase. What that enzyme does basically is that it converts your testosterone to estrogen. What you need as a man to produce sperm is that hormone testosterone. So if you're on the larger side, it means that you have more tissues that convert or use up that hormone to produce the female hormone, which is estrogen. So of course, if the hormone that is directly involved with spermatogenesis, that's the making of sperm cells, if that hormone is depleted or reduced because it is being converted to the female hormone, of course, the man won't be able to produce as much sperm as he should as a man. So yes, of course, higher body mass index, which is obesity, does affect sperm production. It reduces the number. And not only that, too, obesity affects the vessels. All right, the vessels are affected, atherosclerosis. All right, so there's blockage of these vessels, blood can't flow. There are plaques on the walls blocking it. Reduced blood flow to the organs would affect the organs, and the penis is an organ and needs adequate blood supply because it's in the midst of blood supply. Blood is like universal solvent, universal language for the body. Blood provides nutrients. These sperms need to be made and miss adequate nutrition, and the blood supplies that. So if there's little blood flowing to that organ, where would the nutrients come from? So all of these are just a few reasons, or rather a few ways obesity can affect male fertility.
So now, are there any chronic disease that gets affect fertility also?
Yes. Yeah, we have a couple of them. Chronic diseases in like diabetes, hypertension still affecting blood vessels, chronic hypertension, stiffening of vessels, reduced blood flow, diabetes, inadequate control of blood sugar affects blood vessels as well, affects the hormones. The body works on hormones, functions on hormones. So if the hormones that are needed for adequate sperm productions are reduced or are being tampered with, there's not going to be adequate sperm in your production.
So now that we're talking about fertility,
Yeah.
I want to know, in giving birth to a boy or a girl, which person decides? Is it the man or the woman?
Why do Nigerians, why are you people like this? Why does it matter if it's a boy or a girl? But anyways, I would answer the question. I would answer the question.
Yes, no.
So the person's chromosome that does determine the sex of the child is the man.
Wow.
Because every individual has X from the woman. All right, the woman or women are made of the female chromosome is X and X. All right, but for so if a woman when a woman comes together with a man, she produces X because that's all she has. So she gives the one X that she has, but the man has two different ones, X and Y. So the man can either give an X, which will now be XX, giving birth to that is a girl, or he can give a Y. So if he does give a Y, then it is XY, which is a boy. So in the real sense, if you're not able to give yourself an odogu or give yourself, if you're unable to give yourself what do they call it in Igbo? What's the smaller? Oh,
Okay, I've been okay or
well,
something.
if you're unable to produce that, you can see is the man. You can clearly see that it's a man because the man's chromosome, contributing chromosome, is what determines the sex of child. All the woman has to give is an X. That's all she's made up of.
But I've seen where a man married sister A. Sister A was unable to give her a boy child, and the man went to marry sister B. And sister B
Yeah,
was
gave
able to
him.
give him.
You see,
Like,
the thing about genes in general is like or inheritance or yes, genetic inheritance is a I would say is a game of I don't want to say luck. You know why? Because the man can it's what the man gives the woman would produce. All right, it can be that for that woman all their sexual intercourse is what was what this sperms you released, the one that was able to come come together with the ovary to produce a child was always an X. Do you understand?
yeah.
And in the other woman, it just was a Y. So it's really luck. There's no science. There's no okay. Yes, you can alter it. Yes, you can do some kind because now science is way evolved. You can give us sperm cells and then a Y is chosen. A sperm cell with a Y chromosome is chosen, and then the woman's ovary, and then they're paired, and then maybe giving back into the woman, giving back to the woman to carry the child or a surrogate.
Wow.
But it's just a thing of chance and luck, really. It's not about anything you do. You're not the other woman is not more fertile than the other woman. It's just a thing of luck. And this
Oh.
country misconception is just plenty everywhere. wrong things like this. So yeah, that's a wrong mentality that it's because of the woman. It's just luck.
Wow. You women are going through a lot. Any small thing because of the woman.
Yes, now easy to blame. Small thing like this, easy to blame, but it's good we know these things and what the reality is. Like, see now, the man will be shouting, the woman can't give me man, but who is giving? Who is the one producing? Who is the one giving an X? Is the man.
Wow.
It's the man. So really, if you are doing the blame game, then you're at fault for not giving a Y.
Yeah, for not giving a boy child. So now when it comes to fertility concern now, what is that this one like test or investigation will you advise men to do?
So for men, because the commonest cause of male infertility is sperm abnormality, the first line of treatment would be semen analysis. All right, so this is just where the man, layman's English, the man gives off ejaculate that contains semen. All right, it's obtained through masturbation. So the man's semen is taken and then is analyzed. Like I said, semen analysis. So the semen is analyzed. The quantity, the quality, and the density are all analyzed. So is the quantity adequate? Like we said earlier on, is it less than 15 million? Is it less than 39 million? What does the quality look like? Is the sperm having 2 heads, 4 heads? It's supposed to have only 1 head. Is the quality okay? How is the tail? How is this sperm? Is it actual and normal sperm? So all these things are analyzed. The density, how long does it take for this thing to, liquefy? Is it thick enough? Is it too liquid? Stuff like that. That's the first line, evaluation for the man. And the truth is that after semen analysis, a good semen analysis, all right, a semen analysis that's considered to be okay for the man rules out 90% of male contributing factors. There are only other few factors that are not related to the sperm that is still the contributing factor for infertility for the man. So once they do their semen analysis and it comes out good, it's most likely that the woman should, would be evaluated some more to find out where the issue is really coming from.
Wow. So now you talked about just now you talked about sperm quality. For a man now, like what is that one thing or like some few things you can advise men to take to help boost the quality of their sperm?
All sorts of things in the market I've not seen. This one can help you do this one. This one will help you do. This one will give you the most effective spend. This one will give you a meal. Hey, Nigeria. Anyways, what I can say is in general, health is well. If you take care of yourself, all right, you play your part. There is really only a little chance that you wouldn't function the way you should. When I mean function, grow well, give birth to as many children as you want. Just live a fulfilled life, a satisfied life in general. So I would say, yeah, there are a couple of things. Just take care of yourself. How? Your diet, all right, a balanced meal means more health, more nutrients for you. All right, and there are a few things that you can maybe look out for more than the others, or just add, not more, just add to your diet foods rich in antioxidants because your body works every minute, every second. There are lots of like waste products, I will call them. They are actually reactive oxygen species, but I would say for a layman, waste products. And when you eat foods that can help clear off those waste products, your body is like renewed, is fresh. So fruits like vitamin C, fruits that contain vitamin C, like orange. All right, orange is a good antioxidant containing food. So not just antioxidants, also sardines. As crazy as that thing stinks, it does the work. It provides your
Wow.
body with omega 3 fatty acid that is also linked with energy. With sperm energy production. All right, the sperm is expected to move at a particular some percentage fast, right? The sperm is a fast moving cell. So if you're eating things like vitamin D that helps with sperm energy, with the sperm energy, it means that your sperm will move faster and
Wow.
hit an egg. So these are things that you can adjust. Don't wear tight clothes in the name of fashion. Losing your belt, my brother. I've been losing the trouser. But things like that, maintain your weight, all right? Eat well, sleep well. It's somebody that's alive that can think of tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know that there's school fees to pay. I know that there are lots of pressures like to handle that life throws at us, but my brother, just try and sleep, all right? Have good good sleep hours, quality sleep. It's not just closing your eye and you're still dreaming about problems that you have to solve. Just try and sleep and then wake up and then face the problem again. But my point is good sleep, because
Yeah.
during sleep your body like does some housekeeping jobs, like cleans up the messes that it has produced over the day, clears up for a new day. So that's why you need sleep, some sort of housekeeping, cleaning here and there.
Oh, so now I was when you were mentioning like some of the like dieting and stuff like that. I was thinking you're going to talk about bitter cola, agbojedi.
Nothing I've not heard, my brother. That's what I'm saying. Hey, nothing I've not heard. Anyways, like all them, please, how about concussion? All those things they used to ring, they used to sing in the bus. Buy this one, you will be fertile for the next 50 years. All those things are just, they are, oh my goodness, they are just, and it's so sad that Nigerians would rather drink those things than to go to hospital and find out what the problem is and treat. All those things affect your kidneys, affect your liver for just no reason. You just put yourself under, because you don't even know what you're taking. It's one man that has sat in his backyard. He has put fuel, palm oil, this one, that one, and named it best infertility or the best fertile. Just eat well, sleep well, basic things like natural, living a natural life is just so beautiful, to be very honest, because the body is already made to function a certain way. Just maintain it or help it do it. Do you understand? All those them buy one get five children. All those rubbish, please just leave those people, let them drink what they make, because if you give them what they made, they won't drink it. It's wrong. It just kills your liver, kills your kidney. It doesn't help your sperm count, or mm-mm.
So nothing like that.
No, stop. Eat fruits, citrus, good orange, some good watermelon, some. I'm talking about fruits I love, but I'm just saying, like, eat healthy, sleep well, some supplements, vitamin D, folate, stuff like that.
Have you seen this advice that they said if you're a married man, you should be able to eat banana? when you get married. Have
What
you seen
is
it?
this? No, where is seeing all these things? This guy.
I've seen it on Twitter that okay, married man eat banana. Banana will help you, generate like plenty sperm for.
Have I heard of that? I don't think I've heard of that. Is this one a new one? Has it been there?
That's been there. I've been seeing
Ah, have
dude
I
say
heard
it's
of
banana.
it? Banana. How can banana help you? I know banana is rich in potassium, but I mean, I don't know.
So finally, before we go, I would like to know, like, for married couples, like that just got married, like, what's like the best possible advice you can give them, you know, concerning fertility. So to help them, married couples are very, very like sensitive when it comes to fertility. So, like, what's your general view on that?
Okay, so I would say that first of all, um, let's all try to understand, or try not to try to know what infertility is in the first place, because from there it's easier to navigate. All right. So infertility is medically defined as the inability of a couple, a man and a woman, of course, the inability of a couple to conceive, that is, to have a child, after 1 year, one complete year of unprotected sexual intercourse. Now, the sexual intercourse is defined penovaginal, all right, vaginal ejaculatory sexual intercourse. So that means there has to be penovaginal, everybody, penis and the vagina, and then ejaculatory. So it's not enough just to go in and come out. All right, there has to be ejaculation. And then we spoke about the semen previously. So the semen has its own quality too as well. That we've already spoken about that. But my point is, you have to have tried for over a year of unprotected sex. So no condoms, no form of protection, unprotected sexual intercourse, that is vaginal and ejaculatory. All right. So these are the things we have to like understand. So if you've not done that, you can't term yourself as an infertile couple. It means that there's still more to do. And further in the definition, it must be done at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Wow.
Yes, it has to be done 3 to 4 times a week. So if you're not hitting what medicine is saying that you should do, then you can't tag yourself infertile. What you say is subfertile because you've not met the requirements for you to be able to conceive a child. All right, so it has to be done at least 3 to 4 times in a week. There has to be a man and a woman that are adults. That's another thing in the definition. Man and woman that are adults, that means their organs are properly developed to even produce what they need to produce to bear a child. So let's start from the definition. You understand that, then we can go further. So if you fulfilled all of this and you're still unable to conceive, it's not, like I said earlier, it's not time to blame anybody. The goal is we want to bear a child. How can we achieve this? You go to a gynecologist, all right, go to the hospital. Those people are specialized in doing that, in helping you, all right, find out what the problem is. It's not the end of the world and it can be taken care of. All right. So just because naturally, in the house, you're not able to conceive without a doctor helping, doesn't mean you're less than when you go to the doctor to help you. The doctors are there for you, all right, to help you. So I would say calm down. All right. When you're ready to have a child, do what you need to do. Even if it means going to a doctor to say, okay, we want to conceive. How do we go about it? Of course, we know the process of it here, but there are requirements to be met, all right, to achieve success. I know some people don't have to have sex 4 times a week, 3 times a week, and they conceive. But if you've tried that and it's not working, there's still room for many other options. So it's not the end of the world. Don't go into depression. Don't start blaming anybody. Don't start thinking, oh, the woman is just a disgrace. No, that's not the solution. So I would say calm down, seek advice, all right? Go and find out what the problem is and take care of the problem as need be. That's what I would say.
Wow. This is the first time I'm hearing the part where they say for it to like, impregnate a woman, you have to sleep with her 4 times a week.
I know you picked the four. Didn't I say 3 to 4? I think I'm pick three. Why didn't you pick three? But yes, at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Wow.
There
That's
are
like,
7 days in a week now.
yes, now. So you do
But there's
Monday, you
no-
do Tuesday, you do Wednesday, you do Thursday,
Actually,
4 times.
Ew. I mean, boys work. Sorry. That's what medicine is saying, not me medicine. But anyways, that
Wow.
is what health, that is what, is defined as adequate. If you're not able to fulfill that, then you can now say you're infertile. And it's 1 whole year you have.
Wow.
Try again.
I have to try. Yeah.
So it's not easy. The person is trying to have a child.
Thank you so much,
Yeah, you're
Dr.
welcome.
Emmanuella, for coming on the show. Like, it means a lot to me. And, this topic is a very critical topic. I was personally, I would say, oh, me, I'm enlightened now. I'm educated now on some issues concerning fertility for men. I just hope our viewers, more men also be able to make research and get to learn from this video
Yeah.
and this like discussion with
Yeah.
you on fertility, and they won't keep blaming their wife.
Yeah.
They won't keep blaming their sisters that you're not fruitful, because that's the thing they say. Most of the times there's a fertility problem. The thing you're going to hear is
It's
that
the
you're
fruitfulness
not
one. You're not fruitful.
and see, there's this problem that people go to church to pray for fruitfulness, but I've never had when the pastor is saying pray for high sperm count or pray for fruitful sperm
Yeah, I
or
think the
something like
church
that.
has a role to play as well. I think the church has a role to play because people are overly religious. All right. So and people believe, you see the thing about, especially in Nigeria here, we're religious people. So if the pastors can be well informed and give adequate information, it will also go a long way too.
Yeah, because
Actually.
I'm like, what? Just with this stuff you said now, like I'm saying, they need to even pray for the men
Yeah. Yes.
for
The
a
two of
healthy
them
sperm.
together.
Because you can't be praying for women and say woman is fruitful. Pray for fruitful women,
Yeah.
barren women, Hebrew women.
Yeah.
What
It's
about the
all turned
man?
to the woman. Yeah, I agree.
So like,
Yeah.
I think truly the church
Yeah. Has a role to play.
like
Yes.
tell the man that okay, or guy, if you are praying for a fruitful wife, you say pray so that your sperm will be complete. Because if it's not complete, there
Oh
should be
my
a problem. So
god.
I'm trying to see the kind of
Yes, I
prayers
understand.
you're going to
And this
pray.
is what you're saying is true. Absolutely true. That's the reality we live in. Fruitfulness. All the women come out. If you want a child, come out.
But they will not say, man, if you want a
Yeah. It
child,
should
come
be
out. Because I think okay, if the prayer is fruitfulness for a woman, I think the prayer for men should be healthy sperm
Why you
or complete sperm.
this guy? I beg, just pray for the two of them. Get a child, but do the work. Go to the hospital because God can do miracles. But come on, the hospital is there. You just have to walk in. So
Thank you so much for coming on the show
yeah,
once
you're
again.
welcome.
I
My pleasure.
hope to see you some other time. So thank you, our viewers, for watching up to this moment, and I hope we all learned from Dr. Emmanuella. So if you want to see more of this content and more of these doctors come on the show, please subscribe to this channel, like and share this video. That's one of the ways you are supporting us here at TooHealthTalk. Thank you and see you in our next episode. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.